7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Got me up the coast, boy. Wanna hear the ocean roar crash over me. Then ride it home, dance it up in moonlight. Hold me tight and don't let go. Watch over me. We are all stardust, stardust, stardust. Left behind, left to find one another, face the sun, fear no one, 'cause we are all one, we are all one, we are all one, we are all one, we are all. Pick me up, yes, moonchild, put me into overflow. Superstar.
Hey guys, sorry. I know many of you guys have been reaching out to me, and I slept in today. I went to bed really late, so I didn't wake up till like afternoon today, of course. So the burn barrel was really, she did try to reach out to me a few times before all that, before she went live. So everything's fine. Thank you, True Tori. Hey, Lucky Lou and Jenna, Rhiannon, Lisa, Sundown Forum. So we have a lot to talk about today. And thank you about thank you for the compliments about the intro. Somebody made that for me. They made an intro, intermission, and a outro for me. I thought it was really cool. GM is trying to get a hold of me, but she must not realize I'm live. So I was sent so basically what had happened, I guess, is one of Fred's sisters reached out to the burn barrel to give him the lie detector because I don't know why, which is fine. It's great. I'm glad that they gave it to somebody. Okay. I'm glad they gave it to somebody, but the thing is like I don't understand why they wouldn't release it. There's nothing in it. I'm so disappointed by it, guys. I'm so disappointed by it. To me, there is some things that is interesting to know, but really we're back at square one with it because it doesn't say whether he passed or failed. They're like keeping that information to themselves. Like, what the hell? This tells us 0. It doesn't even tell us what they asked him. It only shows 3 of the questions. Oh, yeah, it's 4:20 for you guys in Central Time in about 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Well, the only questions here, I'm going to show you guys. The only questions that they showed us that they asked were about Cotton Simpson, nothing to do with Summer Wells. Okay. And if you read about it, it does say that this was just a brief synopsis. And that if you, and that if you would like for verbatim examination of the interview conducted with Fred Jr. Hill, review the audio video recorded interview retained by the examiner. The entire recording in its entirety should be reviewed prior to making any determinations. But, so basically it's saying, okay, this is only a very small part of what they asked him. We don't see any of the questions about what he was asked about Summer, which according to Fred, he told me the only question he was asked about Summer was if he was telling the truth. If he was telling the truth about what he said about Cotton, what he thinks that he thinks Cotton's involved or something like that. That's the only question he was asked about Summer. They must be not too concerned about Fred and his involvement in Summer's case, because they were just asking him, according to Fred, if he was being honest about what he's saying about Cotton and Summer. Like about, what Cotton supposedly was supposed involvement, I guess. So the 3 questions they show here, actually, let's read it from the beginning. It says it's from the TBI, which maybe we can do a FOIA. Maybe JLR can do a FOIA and get the video. Hint, hint. Hint, hint. Because this just doesn't do much here for us. So it says this is a TBI investigative report by the author being Darby Hutchison Wood, case agent also Darby Hutchison Wood. The SAC/ACAC is Barham, Charles Kendall Barham. Description: this is a polygraph examination of Fred Jr. Hill for case number KX-100-002643. IR number 1. Activity date is June 22nd of 2023. Report date is July 6th of 2023, and it was approved by Charles Kendall Barham. So it says, Detective John Pruitt of the Hawkins County Sheriff's Department in Rogersville, Tennessee, requested a polygraph examination of Fred Jr. Hill in connection with the ongoing death investigation. The investigation revealed that on February 14, 2023, the victim's body was found off the Laurel Run Trail in Hawkins County, Tennessee. The autopsy revealed the victim to have high methamphetamine concentration, and the cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head. During an interview on an unrelated case. Okay, so that's important to... Hold on. That is... Well, we're not going to do that. Cancel, because it's going to make it all... I was going to try to highlight and see, because that's important to pay attention to. It says, during an interview on an unrelated case, Fred Jr. Hill displayed knowledge of details of the death scene that had not been publicly released. Fred Jr. Hill has been interviewed and denies any knowledge or involvement in the death of the victim. Fred Jr. Hill agreed to undergo polygraph testing to prove his truthfulness. So they have him as a suspect here. He was labeled as a suspect of Cotton Simpson's death, okay? This is because, in my opinion, because it only makes sense, because of the knowledge that Fred... He knew certain things when he went and talked to law enforcement about Cotton's possible involvement in Summer's disappearance. Okay. So some of the things that he said in Summer's disappearance, about Cotton, I guess supposedly he knew things about Cotton's death he shouldn't have. It's what's being said here, it looks like. Now, it doesn't say what it doesn't say what he was being interviewed on when he gave this information about the details of a death scene that had not been publicly released about Cotton. It doesn't say what he was being question about, but I'm going to assume it's Summer Wells just because of what he said, but that's his, because I don't think that they're questioning him about his dealing charges. I don't think so. I don't know what could have came up about Cotton when he was, I don't know. Anyways, so continuing here, it says, I need to pull it back up. It says, beginning at noon on June 27th, 2023. Okay, so this was June 27th. Fred Jr. Hill was administered a polygraph examination at the Hawkins County Justice Center in Rogersville, Tennessee. During the pre-instrument phase of the polygraph examination, Fred Jr. Hill waived his right to legal counsel and provided written evidence he was undergoing the polygraph examination voluntarily. Fred Jr. Hill made no statements contrary to those previously made by him. Okay, so right there they're saying Fred Hill made no statements contrary to those previously made by him, showing that consistency, in my opinion. Based on the polygraph examination, no opinion was issued as to whether Fred Jr. Hill was practicing deception when answering the relevant questions. The relevant questions utilized on the polygraph examination were the following. Did you plan with anyone to harm Cotton? No. Did you harm Cotton? No. And then on the last question he was asked, it was, did you see anyone harm Cotton? No. Okay, and then it says the proceeding is a brief synopsis, guys, of an audio-video recorded interview conducted with Fred Jr. Hill on June 27, 2023. This synopsis is not verbatim. For a verbatim examination of the interview conducted with Fred Jr. Hill, review the audio-video recorded interview retained by the examiner. Sorry, the entire recording in its entirety should be reviewed prior to making any determinations. The examination was terminated at 3:22 p.m. on June 27th, 2023. Okay, so it started at so it ended at 3:22. Let me see here how long. It started at 12:08. Over 3 hours, guys. Over 3 hours. Over 3 hours of questioning, and we've got 3 questions. It began at noon, 12:08 on June 27th, 2028, okay? It ended at 3:22 p.m. on June 27th. Now, it does take a while for them to hook them all up and stuff. I don't know, but still, 3 hours and 3 questions is all we got. We only got 3 questions. So just, you got to make sure you're understanding here that this is just a very short amount of the test. And also, who knows if we can actually get the video and recording of it right now, because if it does have questions about Summer, which he says there was only 1 question about Summer that they asked, maybe they want to keep that. And plus, if they are reopening Cotton Simpson's case, because according to his family, his death was ruled an accident. So it looks like possibly the stuff that Fred Hill said might have, had made investigators re-look into Cotton's death. But this doesn't give us any information, unfortunately. It does. It is interesting to see. I'm glad. Thank you. Shush. Thank you to Karen for really giving it to Burn Barrel. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry that you think I'm sorry that you, I don't know why you have a problem with me besides the fact that I've gave Laura a platform. I'm just letting her talk and stuff, and Laura's never done me wrong, so I'm not gonna be rude to Laura. I can't. Unfortunately, when you are cool with somebody that somebody really really despises, a lot of times it makes them despise you as well. And the sisters do not like Laura, and they really don't care so much for their brother. I don't think. I mean, they love him as a brother, it seems, but in the same way for him towards them. But there's definite problems. So we have to take what the sisters say with a grain of salt as well. And but I appreciate them releasing this instead of just keeping it a secret. But it's a big, like, I don't understand why it was kept secret to begin with, because there's nothing in this, and I'm it's definitely not anything that could hurt Simpson's family, I don't believe. But maybe I'm not the family, so maybe I don't get to determine that. But here where it says no opinion, like, it's like, well, thanks for that. Thanks. Spidey senses Teagle too. So what had happened is the sister claims, okay, and Fred's not really happy about it, but he's not going to do anything about it because that's the type that he is. He would never try to get his sisters in trouble or say anything really bad about them. Okay, he just is not like that. Even no matter how much dirty shit they do to him. I mean, he says that they're evil, but he'll say stuff like that. But anyways, it's probably, I don't know. But supposedly it was mailed. We were sent the envelope. Okay, so the sister sent me this to show that she actually did really get it, but the problem is it wasn't mailed to her or addressed to her, So she says it was an accident, that she was opening it. No. She said she accidentally opened it or whatever, but either way, Fred's not going to probably do anything about her opening his mail. So that's what happened. No, it doesn't say if you passed or failed. It says nothing. It's just like a nothing burger. But this shows that Candace and Dawn could show their lie detectors. Now we need to be putting the pressure on Candace and Dawn. Where's your freaking lie detectors? Then we have another problem. Supposedly, the judge presiding the boy's case has been arrested. This is not good. This is not good. How many times do we hear of cases getting retried and overturned and stuff because of a bad apple, a bad judge, being outed? So now, what's this going to do? Is this going to delay the case with the boys or what? Is this going to give people reasons to be like, oh, I want a new trial, or I want a new I don't know how it works with family court, if it would be trial or whatever, how you would say it, but I want a redo because the judge is been arrested. What the hell, dude? What the hell? It was from when he was a lawyer, bribery. Fred said is now, Don, you show yours. You know how to play the game, don't you, Donnie boy? This could be why they really want DNA of Fred or of Don and Candace. Well, Oh shit. Oh shit, guys. Oh shit. You heard it here first. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I just got a text from Fred. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, man. Oh, man. So I guess the sister mentioned something, keeps mentioning something about a backpack and some clothes and a washing machine or something, pink clothes. And he said she must be the only one that knows the answer to that because he says he doesn't know anything. I don't know. Maybe he might not be able to talk about it through text either, but because all I said is, what the heck is she talking about? A backpack on your driveway? And he said she must be the only one that knows the answer to that. Just let her keep it. We may find out more than she realizes. Like I said, her mouth got her a prison sentence. So I guess the time that she went to prison, she was her own worst enemy, according to Fred, that she told on herself. And what Fred says next is very, very, very eye-opening, or makes your ears perk up. Like, what? He says, seems like she knows more than I do about the case, LOL. Just saying. Her boyfriend worked with Don, and at Don's house around that time, the glass house might crack. Holy shit! Who's her boyfriend? Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Because he keeps saying that she shouldn't be like putting stuff out there because she actually has some type of, wow, the way he's talking, he acts like she has knowledge about the case. That's weird. Seems like she knows more than I do about the case, LOL. Just saying, her boyfriend worked with Don and at Don's house around that time. And then he said the glass house might break. Well, he said the glass house might crack. He used crack, not break. And I'm asking who's her boyfriend. He'll tell me. Dude, if I find... So we need to find out who her boyfriend is, but like, I don't have any problem with the sisters. I don't know why they have such a problem, the one especially. Julie hasn't been so bad. It's the other one, Karen. I don't know why. I'm here for Fred. Ask Fred. Ask anybody. I'm the only one that's stuck up for him 100%. But you know what? I'm not sticking up for him. I'm sticking up for what the truth is. If I see anything different, like suspicious, I'm going to change my mind. I'm not going to stick up for lies. The judge is charged for something from a private law practice. Okay. I know, exactly. Exactly. We can't. And so the information about Fred telling me privately, his name's Kenny, but she doesn't know his last name. Kenneth. Kenny. What's that Kenny we were talking about recently? Kenny. He said Kenny, don't know last name. So his sister's boyfriend is named Kenny, according to... Oh, thank you so much, John, for the Venmo. It's one of my friends. He must be watching. Thank you. Are you in the chat? Say hi to everybody. John, say hi. But anyways, appreciate it because anyways, thanks for supporting my channel. So he's saying that I don't have anything against the sisters or anything. I doubt that they're have anything to do with Summer, but I mean, maybe they might know some people just like anybody else. I'm interested to know who her boyfriend is because it's her boyfriend. Why would do you know like I don't even know my sister's boyfriend. I don't know my sister's boyfriend's name that she's been with for like 2 years. Seriously, I don't even know his first name. I've never even met him. Same thing with my other sister. Now I'm closer with my older sister that's like a year younger than me. I know the name of her husband and stuff, but that's because she's married to him. No, we're all Fred and his sisters don't like, they talk, they conversate because of their family and because of their mom and dad's passings and stuff, but it's not like it's all hunky dory. I don't know, Connie. I don't know what what the sisters say. The sister has said something about a backpack. Said a backpack was left at the end of the driveway after Candace had been there. That's what the sisters are saying. That Fred was thinking he was being set up because he found, this is what the sister said, but he does not say this to me at all, not even close. But they said after Candace left, he found a backpack at the end of his driveway with meth making stuff in it, and then clothes in some type of washing machine, pink clothes in a washing machine on the property or something after Candace left. And that's why he feels like he was getting set up. But I have never heard that from him. And I don't know why he wouldn't say it, tell me, but unless he's been told not to. But he's gave out a lot of information. Caitlin, hold on. I am asking him. He doesn't know what she's talking about, according to him. But also he told me that he can't talk about the Summer Wells case. So I have to be careful. I don't want to get him in trouble. I really don't. He got in big trouble for that other stuff that wasn't even his fault. Yeah, supposedly that's what the sisters are saying. But Laura and Fred haven't said anything about it. They said they don't seem to know what she's talking about, but at the same time, I also feel like Fred is not the way he might not be talking about it too because he might not be allowed to, especially through text because he's in jail. Thank you, John, for supporting the Ziggy True Crime and Discussion. These are things that were talked to law enforcement. Yeah, it's stuff that according to the sisters, law enforcement knows. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible they try to set him up in some way. Well, the sisters have said it in like the chat and stuff. They've said it in the chat. They said the last time that Laura was on panel, one of the sisters said in chat said, tell them about the clothes that was in the washing machine or something. And Laura was like, what the hell is she talking about? So, anybody want to come up and talk about things about the judge being fired? I can read this. I can read this article in a second. Here, I need to pin that. If you're trying to ask questions or talk about something in it, I'm not ignoring anybody in the chat. It's just that maybe drug paraphernalia is dropping. Well, what they also said this to yeah, they're also saying this to other people supposedly. The sisters are, but I don't know what to believe with that, because it's not like it would be. I don't know why Fred wouldn't mention it. I mean, he mentioned that the dogs hit on the driveway. I don't know what to think about it. They probably got that. I'm sure they have a result. They're just not releasing it to us. Somebody messaged me and asked me if I'll show Laura the reading that was done by Donna Serafina, and yeah, I will. I know she watched, or she was going to watch the one done by something realm, spirit realm or whatever. But the link is pinned to the top if anybody wants to come up. And I appreciate everybody who's been supporting the channel and keeping us going here. No, I'm not mad, Connie, at all. I'm not mad at all. It's fine. I'm sorry if I came up that way. I'm not mad. I don't get mad. It's definitely not about something like that. I don't even remember what it was now. But it's confusing. I mean, it is a lot. It's a lot to take in, and it's confusing. And it's like, what about these clothes in a washing machine, or where is this coming from? Yeah, Laura did get to her appointment. The girl was assaulted, and who? Let's see. Yeah, that was the red-haired girl. That was I forget who she was. JC talks about the girl now saying Andy's fault too. Yeah, hit that like button. Hold on, I'll do my copycat thing. Like Justin does on his channel. It works really well. Start a poll. Did you hit the like button? Yes, no. No, but will now. Smiley face. Yeah, we went over We talked about the polygraph, but the thing is, there's nothing to really, there was no nothing released. It doesn't say whether he passed or failed. It just says no, what was the word again? Hey, Jam.
Hey, I think
No opinion.
Yeah.
No opinion. What the hell the freak does that mean?
Do you think it's sort of like inconclusive? But it didn't use those words. I think it would have
No, it's no opinion. Like they're just not. I don't know what the hell that freaking means. I guess they're just not going to tell us. No, it's no opinion's not. It's that's different than
inconclusive.
Okay, here. What does a no opinion on my detector S mean? No opinion, formally referred to as inconclusive, means the investigator cannot determine whether maybe it is inconclusive. I don't know. See?
I'm so smart. I get an A today.
Well, but see, I was told that's not what it means. I don't know.
Yeah, I know who said it, but I don't think they must not have looked it up.
I don't know.
Is there anything?
No opinion doesn't mean that individuals. So I don't know what the hell.
And there could be 100 different reasons that it's inconclusive. I feel like probably one or two Wellses is inconclusive as well.
I know
it's a lot easier to say you passed a poly with an inconclusive result.
Well, that's no opinion. An opinion regarding the outcome of the polygraph test series or overall examining result when there is insufficient physiological data for conclusive test data analysis. For statistical purposes, a case may be considered as a no opinion when an examinee withdraws consent to undergo testing before physiological data can be obtained.
Well, it didn't do that, I don't think. It looks like he took it.
Yeah, I don't understand why they wouldn't put inconclusive, though. No deception indicated, no opinion, no significant response, or significant response. Okay, so no opinion is inconclusive these days, I guess. So, yeah, that's not really good either. I don't know what to think about that. I don't know. See, I think lie detectors, it just confuses things now. It just makes everything so much more confusing. So, no, I did not went live because it's already been gone over. I literally just woke up and everybody's texting me about it. No, I was told that it means that they don't want to release it. That's what I was told, and I believed it because why it's not doesn't say inconclusive. So no, it looks like it can be. Looks like it can be inconclusive. Thank you, Arkansas. Wonder if Daisy will step back in here. She lies a lot. Ellie doesn't want to give a correct answer. I don't know. Looks like it says inconclusive, so I guess we'll have to. I searched it for a second and then I got a phone call. That's what happened. And so then I just immediately went live after it. I started to search it and then my phone rang and I didn't get a chance to. And people were like, and I was told that because I was called and told by I was told that people are thinking that it means inconclusive, but that's not true. It means that law enforcement doesn't want to release it. But according to Google here, it looks like it means inconclusive to me.
That's how as soon as I saw it, that's my opinion was it was inconclusive. They just worded it different. I don't know why.
Yeah, thank you
Maybe.
so much, Arkansas. See, I really appreciate it. It
I
doesn't show to tap. It's. I guess it's inconclusive. It's about Cotton's. There's just no opinion given, so he didn't pass or fail.
Some people
That's
are
what
literally
inconclusive means.
untestable. Some people can't be tested, whether it be
So I
because
mean,
of
it could be like according to some people are gonna think, yeah, that could be a bad thing.
it's
I
neither
don't
a
know.
pass nor a fail. He didn't pass or fail it.
It's up to you guys, I guess, to decide what you want to. What you The questions were. Oh, yeah, can you mute? It's so loud. It says, Did you plan with anyone to harm Cotton? Did you harm Cotton? And I don't believe that Fred could do such a thing. I really, really don't. But you guys, I will tell you this: if he thought that Fred, or if he thought Cotton did something to Summer Wells, this is what I was telling somebody before my live. That's the only thing I can think of, because the way he is about children, if he really felt that Cotton did something to Summer Wells, maybe he did do something stupid.
I don't
Because
know that he was with him. I was told he was not with him that day.
no, he. What do you mean he wasn't with him?
He wasn't with Cotton the day Cotton was missing, or they found Cotton the day they found Cotton, or whatever. When Cotton
Oh
was,
no, they didn't. He was by himself.
yeah. So I know, but I'll have to talk to you later about that. It's nothing big. I'll send it to you later.
Oh well, according to Laura, it was a couple days before when they saw him.
Right, 2 or 3 days before.
But
But then
according to
that's
the
not good
sister,
either. I don't know how long he was
which is
down there.
probably true. It's probably true, but according to the sister wants to tell people that it was right like the same day.
The day they found it.
Yeah.
Well, how long had he been there? Does anybody know?
I don't know. I was told by his family it was ruled a accident, so I'm just as shocked as anybody else. I literally was told it was an accident by his own family. So, you guys, if he came there and was saying some crazy stuff, like Fred was telling law enforcement about Summer Wells, he might have done something stupid. I'm just saying. But with the Cotton thing, I would believe that. I would believe that, absolutely. I absolutely would, because he's so protective of children. So I don't know what to think about this. I don't know. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see, like, what. This just, to me, it just makes things even more confusing.
Hey, Ziggy, I got to drop down. I had family show up, so I'll come back up in a little bit.
Okay.
All right, see you in a little bit. Bye bye.
No, it doesn't enlighten us on anything except the fact that, and Fred's under the assumption that they cleared him from Cotton's, from everything, but I don't know. I mean, they haven't cleared him because it would have been released. They haven't actually like cleared him officially. But according to what they're telling Fred, that's how Fred feels. But at the same time, if it's inconclusive, that's not clearing in any way. So I don't know. Yeah, and that's what happened is that when he was talking to law enforcement about Summer's disappearance, about his concerns about Cotton being involved, that's when details were really, that's when details came out that law enforcement felt that he shouldn't have about Cotton's disappearance. And then that's when they Fred willingly did the lie detector test, but it only tells us 3 questions on here. And it tells us basically he didn't pass or fail. It's one, they couldn't determine. And if he was there, if he was over, so supposedly he was over at Fred's, according to Fred Allura, a couple days before his passing. Okay. So he was, let's just say he was over at Fred's within a short time of his passing. Okay. So, and soon after he leaves Fred's, within a day or two, he's found dead over at Laurel Run. And it looked like he had, well, it was released as an accident at first. But if Cotton came over there and told Fred some stuff, like, I don't know what he would do. Because Fred also has gotten a lot of shit over the Summerwell stuff too, so blunt force trauma has nothing to do with manner of death. Okay. Ronald is Fred's, well, it's Fred's dad, okay? But now we just found out yesterday, not his biological father. So that just confuses everything. But really, Ronald is his father because that's all he knew. But Fred and one of the sisters, they have different parents than the rest of the kids. Because they were the 2 oldest, I believe. So, called him Q-Tip. Called who Q-Tip? Did Cotton have an autopsy done? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, he did have an autopsy done. You're right. Yes, he did, because it said that he had a here, I'll show you. If I can find. Says he had a large amount of methamphetamine in his system. So I would say, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Sorry, my daughter is just here. It said right here that a high methamphetamine concentration in the autopsy. So it says the autopsy revealed the victim to have a high methamphetamine concentration, and the cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head. It says, during an interview on an unrelated case, so an unrelated case being not about Cotton Simpson, Fred Jr. Hill displayed knowledge of details to the death scene that had not been publicly released. Fred Jr. Hill has been interviewed and denies any knowledge or involvement in the death of the victim. Fred Jr. Hill agreed to undergo polygraph testing to prove his truthfulness. But no opinion. God, of course, of course, nothing can go smoothly in this case. We can't get an answer. We have to get inconclusive. Can't make it easy on us. Yeah, but see, like, even if it was deceptive, I would almost think it would have to do with, because he thinks that Cotton did something to a child, but because he has that mentality. He has that old school mentality about, snitching and about hurting children, and also, taking care of things yourself, basically, I would. Well, the reason why I don't think Fred's lying is just because I haven't seen any type of proof of lies from him yet. So that's why I believe him until the contrary, and that's about Summer Wells. I mean, being capable to hurt a child, like SA involved too, is different than hurting an adult who, I don't know, who knows? I don't know. I don't think he did either, really. But I could see there being something weird, or I could see if Kant came over there and confessed to Fred about some shit to do with Summer, or I don't know. I don't know what Fred would do. I can't see him being a violent man, and I just can't. Well, that's what his family believes, that he fell from a cliff, so that's all. Yeah. Well, supposedly he confessed something. He said something to Fred that bothered Fred. I know that. I don't know exactly what was said because it was on what Cotton said, because he can't really tell me over a jail device or a video chat, because I don't want that according to Fred, something weird, something fishy was told to him by Cotton Simpson back in February? Just a few days before he ended up dead. See, that's another thing. That's what Fred said. Fred said they did ask him that. He said that that's the only question they asked him about Summer. If he was being honest about the information he was saying about Cotton, of what Cotton supposedly said about Summer. According to Fred, they did ask him that. And that's why I'm saying this polygraph, it started at around noon and didn't end till after 3 p.m. That's over 3 hours of testing. But yet only 3 questions are shown here. This is not an all-inclusive document. This does not show even a little bit of what was asked, really. It says it started at noon and it ended after 3 p.m. So see, examination was terminated at 3:22 p.m. Beginning at 12:08 p.m. Had an affair with Candace. Have we talked with Laura following up on this? No, not really. I haven't had much of a chance, but I think some people have talked to him. I heard an odd thing when listening to Fred's video call with you, Ziggy, when he mentions Cotton in the Laura one, he says something like, that's where it started. I know, we are letting our imaginations run wild. That's true. If it's inconclusive, who told... he said law enforcement told him that. But, like we've said here before, too, law enforcement can lie to people, I guess. So this doesn't give us anything. I'm so tired of getting nothing in the Summer Wells case. I'm so tired of it. This gives us nothing. It's just a big disappointment to me. All it gives is more confusion and more speculation for us and more theories. Laura said Cotton. Well, that was according to Cotton, and that's drunk man talk. So who knows if it was actually true or if he was just if he was just trying to, I don't know, who would brag about sleeping with Candace, but it is frustrating. I don't know, I'm so irritated here because I was so hoping for some kind of information here. I don't know. I do believe that the sister thinks that I do think she tries to protect Fred too, in a way. I do, but I think she just doesn't trust anybody and doesn't know if she can trust me. So, and I don't blame her, really. You can't trust anybody surrounding this case or in this community. Possibly Poppy. No, Chris, that's not exactly how it happened. That's what she said was the rumor going around. That there was a rumor going around about Candace having a baby while Dawn was at work. Stop! Ow! Gosh, darn it. Hold on. barking at? There's nothing out there, you weirdos. You weirdos! False. Shush! False alarm like everything lately. That's not true, Elena, at all. That is completely untrue. I don't know where you get that, but I don't know why you would say that what Fred says does, none of what Fred says fits the timeline, but that's completely untrue. Completely. I've never heard, there's nothing. What doesn't fit the timeline? I don't know what you're talking about. Do we even have a real timeline? How do we know what the timeline is? We have like nothing. Talking about cotton. Hold on. About cotton, but how do we know? How do we know it doesn't fit the timeline about cotton? I don't have you. Unless you're close to cotton and know that story, I don't know. I agree. See something, say something. I do agree about this part that he's closer than Summer's own parents. I do believe that, but as far as what he's saying about cotton and the timeline, as far with cotton, I don't know the timeline really with cotton. No. They're not saying Cotton is Summer's father. No. It's not. No. That's not what it's saying. No. The whole rumor about it's about the whole rumor about Candace being pregnant like a month or two before Summer went missing. But we're never gonna know really the truth of that. We'll just have to probably, we'll probably never know. Ask Fred who is Ed, a name that came out of Andy and what? Ed Redman? Ed Redman, Green Eyes. What was said about him? Yeah, Summer does look like Dawn, and she looks like the oldest brother, in my opinion. Miss Basham has church and school orientation. Oh God. Well, hey, Daisy, she asked for it. She asked for it. Seriously, she tries so hard for everybody's attention. Seriously, and if you're not talking about her, like here she comes, like just to stir things up. It's the easiest way to get views without effort. Just the name Ed was waiting with or on the way to Jody. Really? That's interesting. That is extremely interesting to me. Because they were very weird too when I went down there to try to talk to them. But I do know that they let people, like that, they let that drone company search their property and stuff. And so, I mean, I don't know what to think, but I do know that those people with Ed Redmond's right there, right past Fred, and he and Fred have like a little war thing going on, basically because of property. Imagine that. Fred doesn't, or Ed wants some of the property of Fred's and his family. And that's what Ed's problem is. He's just like another Jody Sue. You know, she so I wouldn't be surprised if Ed and Jody Sue were in cahoots. I would not be surprised. I absolutely believe they're friends. And also, that would make sense because if Andy really was on the road that day, like Fred and Laura say, between the hours of 3 to 3:30ish, he wasn't going to visit. Andy wasn't going to visit Fred. So the only other person he could have been visiting, if he wasn't, unless he was meeting somebody down there for an exchange of some sort, would have been Ed. So yeah, it's very possible that Ed could play into this. Sarah is the one who refused Jody's and Andy's offer. Who's Sarah? Sarah. Oh my God. That's Cotton's daughter. Cotton has a daughter named Sarah, but I don't think she's like. They didn't have a very good relationship though, so I don't think that they were much on speaking terms. So it's probably, Sarah's a common name, so I know. But hold on. I'm at 8 today. Let's just take a bite. Sarah's a common name, but I also know that I don't know what the girl's name was that was supposedly in from college, who was a family member of the Redmonds. So that girl's name could have been Sarah too. Sarah Morlock said she sold the property to Wait, you want to see that there was a man from Rogersville last week. His name was Kenneth P. Well, whoever it is, it's not going to be too hard to find out who her boyfriend is. You guys, get out of here. You're bugging me. Go. Go. I already gave you like half of it. You need to go away. I gave you a bunch of it. Here, I'll give you a little bit more. But nope. I have pizza here and the dogs won't leave me alone. And I gave Athena like a bunch of it. And she won't stop begging. Who found Cotton? That's a good question. They're high, kind of high maintenance. The dogs are. The person saying they could never have a dog. Kenneth Price. Yeah, that's right. There was a Kenneth Price. That's true. Kenneth Price. Wouldn't that be crazy if it was the same Kenneth? I don't think so though, because he's 61 years old, and Fred. Let's see. Fred is 46. So his sister, that has the boyfriend named Kenny or Kenneth, she would be like around that age too. I think she's 3 years young. No, so hold on, guys. So what just happened is Caitlin decided to open the gate and let them right back in here right after I just put them out there. So that's all that was going on. No big deal. Yes, all in tanks. Like, holy crap. Yes, Teresa. I guess he was arrested. If is it Judge Boyd? I had that. I guess the judge on the case was arrested. So I don't know what that means for the case or for anything. But I mean, I suppose, Jim was almost 19 years older than me, so it's possible. But that's a common name. It could be Kenny anyway. Here, I'll pull up the article again. Hawkins County Juvenile Judge Boyd charged with forgery and bribery. An attorney who investigators say gave a client a forged divorce paper and then offered her money to withdraw a complaint against him has been charged with 3 counts of forgery and 1 count of bribery. So an attorney who investigators say gave a client a forged divorce paper and then offered her money to withdraw a complaint against him has been charged with 3 counts of forgery and 1 count of bribery. A Hawkins County grand jury on Monday charged Daniel Boyd, 47, with forgery and bribery counts as well as 1 count of criminal simulation, according to the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation news release. Boyd also serves as the juvenile court judge for Hawkins County. Boyd has been under investigation since May, when 3rd Judicial District Attorney General Dan Armstrong requested another office look into allegations of forgery and bribery. We need to look into Dan Armstrong, but that's another freaking live anyways. 2nd District Attorney General Barry Sabas took over the case after Armstrong requested an outside DA assume the case. According to the release, investigators learned Boyd provided a client with a default judgment declaring her divorce be finalized. A grand jury presentment states that Boyd presented a forged divorce decree October 7th of 2022. The second forgery count says he executed a document so that it purported to be the act of Hawkins County Chancellor Douglas Jenkins. So that it purported to be the act of Hawkins County Chancellor Douglas Jenkins. The third forgery, oh my God. So he forged this guy's name, Douglas Jenkins. And then the third forgery count charges that Boyd also produced a document that he claimed to be the act of Hawkins County Clerk and Master Brent Price. So he forged Brent Price's signature too. The document appeared to be signed by the Chancellor of the 3rd Judicial District, the release states, but further investigation revealed that no document existed within the clerk and master's office and that the case was never presented to the Chancellor. Agents also found that when Boyd's client filed a complaint, he offered her money if she would withdraw the complaint. Boyd was booked into the Hawkins County Jail and released in lieu of $25,000 bond. He should have had a higher bond than that. He's a presiding judge. Hold on, guys. I was going to show you. A picture of him. He's only 47. Well, there goes his life and career. So what's going on about his career? All 5 counts are felonies, but the most serious charge is bribing of a witness, which carries a penalty of 3 to 6 years if convicted. The other 4 counts are Class E felonies, punishable by 1 to 2 years if convicted. Boyd was appointed juvenile judge in 2011, which was a part-time position until January 1st of 2023. While it was a part-time position, Boyd continued his private practice. In 2018, Boyd's law license was suspended for 120 days, stemming from 2 allegations of misconduct that occurred in his private practice. Boyd later stated that the misconduct was a result of being overworked, attempting to maintain his juvenile court docket and private practice at the same time. On August 29th of 2022, the commission finally approved the change, increasing Boyd's juvenile judge salary from 2-day per week position at $68,348 to a 5-day per week position at $179,869. Okay, because, well, I guess, wow, that's a lot of money but I guess if he's doing 5 days a week, then I guess it makes sense. But I don't see anything about what's going on with his, his status as a judge. Anyone know if Fred's sister's boyfriend is Kenneth Price? I don't know. All I know is his name's Kenny. I'm sure it will be out. Somebody will figure it out. He'll be disbarred. That means Candace and her mom know something more. Why do you say that? Let me look at your previous comment. Oh, in the truck when the tree person. Well, the tree people saw her in the back when in that morning, right? I think it was that morning when they left. So she would have been alive there. Oh, you mean alive in the truck video? You're not talking about but I saw other comments about tree trimmers. When that tree trimmer supposedly saw Summer, it was in the morning when they were leaving. So just because this come out, go look up Fred's court date now. Okay. Still says October 11th of 2023. I don't have the heart to tell him. I don't think he's having court in 2 weeks like he thinks. Look, his case rescheduled for June 23rd. He thinks he's going to court August 31st. But, you know, I told Laura I don't think that's true. But I didn't tell Fred because I feel bad because he was supposed to have one in June. He hasn't gone to court. I think. What did you think of the tree trimmers you met? Well, did you know one of them passed away? Speaking of tree trimmers. So one of them that I talked to passed away, which is Paul Childress or whatever his name is. Paul Childress. TD. Look up Kenneth Price, 61 Rogersville. Just on Google? Yeah, I know he was the charged, was one of the ones charged, but I don't know. It's probably not the same Kenny. But let me look, see if I can find any. Let's see. Actually, what I could do is, let me look up something real quick. Why is that? I'm looking to see. It doesn't say in the obituaries like what they're it doesn't say any. So it does show that, yeah, there is a grandchild named Sarah. This Morlock, though. I was just trying to look to see if I could find any information on who her boyfriend could possibly be real quick. But I don't know. I'll have to look later. Not right now. Friend, I know. Well, it says on his, it does say that he has a public defender, but it doesn't say who. It says his attorney is a public defender. Is it true Summer was on cam at Sonic Drive-Thru? I don't know. Caitlin, I need you to take them out like I told you to, please. She just let them back in here again.
She wants
Was there a cliff there? I do hear something about a cliff. No, what? No, I haven't ate anything yet. No, I have not ate. You can't have.
Athena wants in here because of the food.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Take her. I've already gave her tons. Hey, Angel.
Come on, Athena.
I know, right, Jane? Everybody is dying. It's insane. You don't believe that she was alive on the 15th? Like at all? Okay, I can try to ask Laura if she knows. I don't. I'm asking her. Fred said, can he, but he can't. Watch, we'll probably figure out like he's an RSO or something crazy. Who knows? How long was Cotton there when he was found? That is a good question. Oh, thank you, Teresa. She was on CCTV the afternoon of the 15th. That's what the rumors are. I mean, Chris McDonough says that there is proof of life. So if you, he's former law enforcement. I would think his information would be pretty accurate, but hey, Chloe. Hey, Kathy and Rebecca. Thanks for stopping by. A child was seen on cam in back of a vehicle. That's not 100% proof. It was Summer. Huh. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
My son and his wife came by, so I had to go for a little bit.
Did you have something you want to talk about, or are you just joining?
I'm just joining to see what we are talking about because I'm so daggone far behind.
Well,
I know we're talking
right
about
now we're just talking about
stuff.
Huh?
Was it that judge? Is he actually the judge over that?
I mean, that's what I don't know for absolute fact. He's a judge.
I know, like here we have like juvenile judges are like the judges that are over like the kids that are misbehaving, and then you have family law masters that are over like CPS and that, but they're all judges. But
I don't know. The name sounds familiar though. Judge Boyd. It does sound familiar, but
it could be. I don't know. Every state's different. They're here. They call.
I'm sure we'll find out. I mean, according to a couple people who already went live about it, it is their judge. But I don't know how.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was for sure, but that's interesting. I think they'll just put another judge to replace him. I don't think it's going to make a difference.
What's this mean, Lady May? What's your opinion on Fred having not known knowledge of Cotton's death? That he knew. I don't know what that means.
I think that it says something about they had prior knowledge is why they questioned him. They had information that was not.
Oh yeah, my opinion is because he knew it because I believe that he was there. Cotton was at Fred's like soon before he went over to Laurel. Run! Stop it, Athena. Sorry, guys. She's ate all my pizza. I'm not gonna have any. But I think it's because when Cotton stopped by there over at Fred's and Laura's before he went to Laura Run, they said it was a couple days before, but I don't know. It could. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. There's rumors.
She told me it was 2 or 3 days before. She told me it was 2 or 3 days before they found him, I guess.
Yeah.
That he was at their house. Beyond that,
And
I don't know how long he'd been over the hill.
Yeah, and I think that he, according to Fred, started saying some crazy stuff about Summer Wells. And so I don't know. I don't know how. I'm sure it was just through he went to talk to law enforcement about Summer Wells, and that's when this information came about Cotton. Stop. No. I'm sorry. I have to be serious because she knows I'm such a pushover.
I was just thinking, I don't think she's really taking you serious anyway. If she's anything like my dog.
I'm asking Karma's Queen. I'm waiting for an answer on that.
And my dog came home this morning doing the walk of shame, I'm just going to say.
Oh, yeah. They are feuding. The sisters and Fred don't have never had a best relationship. Somebody just texted me asking that. Yeah, they don't have the best relationship. Never have, especially because, or haven't for some years. Because
See,
of
that's why this whole case is so complicated, because so many people are so estranged with one another. You don't know what's true and what's not true. And that's scary for little Summer. You know, you may never find out the truth. All these people that have passed away, somebody may have taken it to the grave.
knowledge the cost I've put out, though. Yeah, I don't know. Stop. She's trying to like sit on me. I'll give you some, but you need to. I'll give her a little bit more. It's never enough.
Oh, they'll eat lots of goodies.
So about him knowing that I'm sure, like everybody always says, oh, Fred knows about everything. He hears everything that's happening in Beach Creek, or he hears everything that's happening. That's what people say. They always go down to Fred for information about what's going on because he does, he's probably around some kind of shitty people,
Well, yeah, if you're doing meth, you're probably really not hanging out with
so Cotton
people
came
that
by
are up
there.
on, what do they say? There's no honor amongst thieves.
Cotton came by there before his death and was saying some weird things about Summer. Fred reported it to law enforcement when he went to prison or went to jail. And why around this time, I don't know. I don't know if he got clean and started thinking while he was in jail, like, oh, this is, and he was thinking it was bothering him more since he was getting clean.
Well, I wonder if Cotton mentioned if he did do something or take little Summer. Did he mention to Fred? I wonder if he mentioned how or what he did.
No, but I'm wondering how, because in the report, what she's asking is how did Fred, I wonder what knowledge they're talking about that he knew that he couldn't have known about Cotton's death. Which
I don't know.
I'm really, which, you know, I wouldn't put him back past, I wouldn't put it past him to do something to somebody he thought hurt a child.
Exactly. That would be hard not to do something.
So I really, that's the only way I can think it could be possible. I don't know. Maybe he did. Maybe I don't think I don't know what to freaking think, guys. Picture of the cooler. Fred's never said anything about a cooler.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
I could ask. Let me try asking him. Was it Cotton that showed a picture of a cooler supposedly or something?
It's on his phone, I think.
On whose phone?
Apparently, Fred saw it on his phone, possibly.
On Cotton? Okay.
Yeah. Can police get images and such off of phones? Can they get images if the phone's been destroyed?
So I'm asking him to see if we get, but we have to be, I don't want, he's going to probably have to be careful what he's talking about. So I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, can they get the pictures off his phone? If I don't know where the phone is. I mean, I'm just saying. So the man had a phone, and if there was a picture in it or incriminating evidence, where's the phone, and did they find it?
Maybe that's what Fred said he knew or saw was a picture of the cooler. Maybe that's the evidence. I have no freaking clue.
I don't know.
Maybe, God. I hate how this has me now theorizing different things.
Well, a couple of different things, but I still don't leave. Somebody.
It's got me even more confused. Does it you? I don't feel like
Oh yeah,
me even more confused.
it's just got me confused. It's just the most confusing case. It's got my brain a mess.
Do you think we could get video of his lie detector test, or do you think wouldn't release it?
I don't know.
If anybody can do it, it'd be JLR. He knows how to do all that shit.
Well, I bet he'll get it if he can. You can bet you that.
I hope so. Because that's the only way I want to see it because now I can't. We get inconclusive. What the fuck? Sorry for my language, guys. Remember Andy said he saw Summer unalive?
Yeah. I remember that. That went through my brain too. There's just all kinds of things that went through my brain about that. I don't know. Did you see that she was like Karma Mama or whatever? She's not. I don't watch her, but I ran across. She was talking about Jody Sue and lawsuits and they were like a man come after me. I didn't watch a lot, so I don't want to give out false information. Maybe somebody in the chat watched and knew more than I do, but like when they were there in Beach Creek or maybe I don't know where they were, but some man chased him and growled at him. I mean, another growler. Maybe it's the same guy. I don't know, but it's a weird story. Her and chasing and I think Nana for life. Maybe they were all there, and this man come after him.
Yeah, I believe it.
And I don't know if they thought Jody Sue sent the man. I don't know. So don't go by what I say because I don't know the information. I half-heartedly watched it.
Juniper, they didn't show any of the questions they only showed 3 questions, okay? And it was a 3-hour long test. If you look at the document, it shows you what time it started and what time it ended. And it gave 0 freaking information. TBI is probably laughing at us right now. It's like, ha ha, you thought you were getting some information. That's probably what they're doing.
Oh, it's just crazy. Everybody's very quiet. I didn't see very many people on at all today, or maybe I just wasn't on it all much because I was organizing my kitchen.
I don't know. I woke up and I had a bunch of missed calls, and
Well, yeah, when I saw that, I called you, but that was later. But I'm sure others were probably already
no,
calling.
not just from you. I'm just saying.
I know. I said
several people.
others probably already had called you before or texted you before I did, because I didn't even see it live. I saw it after it was live.
I was so confused when I woke up to that. I'm like, what the hell? Like, what is going on? Like, I thought there was the way people were talking and stuff and text. I thought, oh my God, like, I thought it sounded like I didn't know what was going on. It was insane. I thought something major happened. I mean, it is major, I guess, but
Yeah, but you're going to have
it would have
those
been
that,
major if it would have had some information in it.
right. Inconclusive is going to mean that you're going to have those that still believe Fred
Right.
had
It's not
something
going
to
to
do with
change
it.
anything.
It's not changing a thing. And they may double down, you know what I'm saying, because they think they got information they don't got. They
Exactly,
don't.
because it doesn't have anything about summer in it. Like, what the hell? I don't understand. I wish it would have had. Now, can you imagine? I don't know. They didn't even tell us any of the questions. Like, they had to have asked so many more questions of that. They didn't even tell us any of them which he passed or failed. Like, they gave us nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, I know. I know it doesn't matter as far as with the courts at all.
I mean, the judge on that case makes the fun on the Wells case. Is that what they're talking about? I can't see.
Huh?
Who are they talking about?
About what?
That last comment you brought up.
I don't know which comment I had up, but
Oh, it don't matter.
it was about.
I didn't. It wasn't up
I
very long,
put
so
up
I
a
didn't
bunch
get
of
it.
comments. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I'm gonna jump down and get to work.
I'm messaging Laura about who. Okay, if you have to go, that's totally fine.
Okay.
No, she didn't have permission to freaking get that email. So, no, she did not have permission to get that letter out of his mail. And definitely didn't have permission to to open it, but it is what it is. He did want it released though, so she's not doing anything that against his will on that, because he did want that released. Because he's under the impression it would have helped him. So what the hell is going on? Fred wanted his lie detector released, and then we get this paper and it's a big nothing burger. I don't think he realized. I don't think he saw that paper. He had to have according to his sister, had to request it from TBI. Fred had to request it from TBI, and then it was shipped to his house and somehow intercepted by the sister. No, I don't think law enforcement's lying. They're just withholding stuff. Exactly. I mean, they don't have to tell us anything. It's just it's frustrating though. Yeah, Teresa, I know. He was probably being interviewed about Summer, or he was talking to Summer, and then he mentioned something about Cotton's death that he shouldn't have known. Yes, Angel. Oh, there's a big part of that test that wasn't included in the letter, unfortunately. Had to be. It was 3 hours long. It was a 3-hour long test. Basically, we're just going over. There was the lie detector was released. The sister gave the Burn Barrel channel the lie detector to release of Fred's, but unfortunately, all it says is it doesn't give us, and it just says inconclusive and it doesn't have anything about Summer. It just asks if what he was saying was true, or if he was involved in Cotton's death. It's all about Cotton, and there was only 3 questions that they released. But the paperwork says the test took 3 hours. And it also says it's only a brief synopsis. A brief, there's only just basically like a little bit of an idea of what, type of questions were asked. It was basically, this was the document. It was a page and a half, like only front side. So confused because Fred, wanted it released and he thought it cleared him. Fred's under the impression he's cleared. But we haven't heard that from anybody else. But Fred acts like he really believes it. So this was all that it was. 2 pages. Page 1 of 2. Only front side. Three questions. Did you plan with anyone to harm Cotton? No. Did you harm Cotton? No. And then 3rd question. Did you see anyone harm Cotton? No. And then it says it's a brief synopsis of an audio and video recorded interview with Fred Jr. Hill on June 27th. This synopsis is not verbatim. It says, you think? This is nowhere near verbatim. This is like a freaking, like, just like basically like a little introduction. It's nothing. Then they put, no opinion was issued whether Fred Jr. Hill was practicing deception when answering the relevant questions. The relevant questions utilized on the polygraph examination were the following. And then it's those 3 questions. I don't know. They could, maybe he's not really, he's just not cleared enough. It's all about Cotton, though. It doesn't say anything about Summer on this paper. But according to Fred, he was asked one question about Summer, and that was if he was being honest about the information he was saying pertaining to Cotton and Summer Wells. Like what the information Cotton supposedly told Fred about Summer. That's the only question they asked him. But according to Fred, all the other questions were about Cotton. Solely about Cotton. Yeah, I know. What if you pass some and not others? Exactly. I don't know. That's funny, Juniper. Right, Betty. It tells us basically nothing. I think it does. Of KP, like a junior. Who's KP? KP. Kenny. Oh, there's a lot of Kenneth and Kennys. Like there's Kenneth Lawson. There's there's all kinds of Kennys and Kenneths in that area. I really doubt that it's Kenneth Price, but we'll figure it out. Athena, go. Come on. One second, guys. I'm going to take just a couple minute break to put Athena outside. So I'll be right back.
I try to figure out who I am. Not sure what I'm doing here. And the days don't work out the way I thought they would. And before you there was no one who understood. Never found somewhere I fit in. Until I met you I was feeling lost. But you're the one who can make it go away. All you have to do is look at me. Sometimes I can't breathe, but it feels like you're the one who saves me. When I try, but don't succeed. Yeah, it feels like you're the one who saves me. The one who saves me.
I'm trying my best to hold on. It's not easy, but I'm feeling stronger with you. And the days don't work out the way I thought they would. And before you there was no one who understood.
Sometimes I can't see, but it feels like you're the one who saves me. When I try, but don't succeed. Yeah, it feels like you're the one who saves me. The one who saves me.
All right, sorry about that. I needed to step away for a second. I had to put Athena out and use the bathroom, get my drink, So hope everybody got to. Hensley. The day before Cotton passed away, Fred's best friend was Chad Arnold. He was Cotton's nephew. Wait, Fred's best friend was Chad. Is that true about them being? I don't know if it's true that they were actually related like that. I mean, they're related. Cotton's related to some of these people, but I think it seems like it's really distant. That is true. I guess it does show us that he's being honest about a polygraph and stuff like that. You love the intermission? The same person made that one too. Fred's best friend was Jason Arnold. Yes. Cotton had a red Toyota and was very high. He could have seen someone and picked her up, or he may have hit her with the truck at the bridge where law enforcement went back to search and freaked out. Gosh, it could be anything, and I just hate that this just adds to confusion, really. Doesn't really tell us much. I guess I'll have to do a reading about it tonight on my other channel, Empress Ziggy. I'm seeing someone involved with Cotton's passing. I'm feeling a lot of younger air element, as well as someone that is Cancer zodiac sign. Oh, hey, Mystical Mermaid. I didn't see you. It's good to see you. So you see someone involved with Cotton's passing. I'm feeling a lot younger air element. Cancer sign. Cancer zodiac sign. Well, let's see. What would that be? Cancer. Cancers are born in July, right? Who's all passed away? Well, Cotton Simpson, he's passed away, who is now a named suspect by Fred to do with Summer Wells in some way, somehow involved, according to Fred. I don't know. Paul Childress has passed away. I don't know how. He was a tree trimmer. Earl Taylor is basically he's a husband of, what's her name? Celeste? Is that her name, Celeste? Did you know you have a... Oh yeah, we need to talk about that. Maybe I can go on your channel tonight if you want. I don't know if you're available tonight sometime, but that would be cool. What's it? So that's crazy. And my dog's name is Athena. You have a Pallas Athena in your third house. Well, what's the third house? As far as some are clearly seeing that law enforcement has new information pertaining to Summer's case. I'm also seeing clear that something big the last week of September the 23rd, to be precise. Oh, you're seeing something clear that something big the last week of September. I hope so. They probably do have. I hope so. So more on who passed away. Earl Taylor, who is Celeste. Celeste Taylor. Was her name. I forget her, whatever. I forget her maiden name at the moment. But she was also seeing Rick Crawford, which is Marlena Crawford's brother, and is currently seeing him. So, and he ended up dead. Earl Taylor ended up dead the day after Summer went missing. Face down in a creek, supposed accident. Gosh, we have a lot. Rick Crawford, Marlena and Rick Crawford Jr.'s father passed away, who is supposedly, Fred claimed, says stuff pertaining to Don Wells. Supposedly Don Wells went to Rick Crawford Sr. and said that he sacrificed Summer and was all upset and crying and regretful. He had children with Celeste. Thank you so much, Juniper. Jerry guy. Yeah. Fred confirmed that was the right name. Jerry Simpson. Fred said that was really. Let me see if I got any responses yet from. Haven't heard anything from Fred quite yet. Guy who worked hanging sheetrock, then Don would finish. So yeah, that's another thing claimed by Fred, guys, that I think is. So I want to know who this guy is that supposedly worked with Fred, or I'm sorry, that worked with Don. That is the boyfriend of Fred's sister. Jerry Simpson was a drywaller. Yeah, Jane, that's just, I'm sorry, I got distracted. But there's way more, Jane. You guys, who else are some others that has ended up deceased? Jose? That's another big one. He's supposedly deceased. There's tons. There's so many that I'm just forgetting them all. Tell everyone that there's going to be a break in their case very soon. Not that we are going to find her body, but that a pedo ring or a break in her case soon. I hope so. The third house is the house of communication and skills of speech, and also helping your siblings, but it means you give a voice to others who you can't speak for themselves. Makes sense for what you do. Oh, yeah. I am kind of like that. I never knew I was supposed to be. I would have never imagined that I was supposed to be doing something like this ever. But now I kind of feel like I am. Now that I've tried it and stuff and see. Before I would have never thought I would be in front of talking to people, even though, but it's online. So I guess it's because it's online. I'm able to do it, but I wouldn't be able to do it in person. I don't feel like. All these people are bad news, but unfortunately, when you're from here, you know them or know of them, regardless. When you're from that holler, they're all connected. I don't know. He's really he seemed, I don't know what to think. Probably. I think he probably, I don't he doesn't seem like a violent type of person. Fred knew the guy who died in a motorcycle accident. That guy's uncle went to tell Fred and got stopped by Hawkins County because he was leaving Fred's. I'm surprised I haven't been stopped for going to Fred's. Yeah, he did die a few months after Summer went missing. Yeah, Leslie Hill, she passed away. Brianna Tester, but I don't think, or is that her name, Brianna? That wasn't really connected though, was it? I mean, I guess it is because it was a Facebook friend of Candace. It's written in the stars for you, Ziggy. Same with Mystic Mermaid. She's a Scorpio. Most women are very psychic, so it's... Huh. Are you going to be available tonight? Are you going to be available tonight from... Ricky Crawford Sr. and Mary Go Sexton have passed. Yeah, Senior's passed. Shh. He probably, I mean, yeah, because there's probably a... Shh, come here. Oh my God, how long have I been freaking muted? Holy shit. How long have I been muted? JD Sue's brother, that's true. I'm sitting here talking back and forth to everybody and realizing I was muted. Justin, don't you have a live tonight? Not long. Okay, good. Let's see. Let's look. Is Clutch Them Pearls? I think he is. I think he's having church service. Oh my gosh, if you did something like that, holy crap. Mrs. Basham's Angel. You're not doing it tonight, though. It says in 2 days. Dang it. You tricked us. I thought it was tonight. You're connected to Pluto, and that's the planet of death and rebirth, beginnings and endings, which is why Scorpio is such a powerful sign. I know, right? So that is true. It does. That is new. Because that's definitely new. Because his own family was under the belief that it was an accident. So there must have been something that Fred said that got them thinking, like, I don't know what it could be. Yeah, supposedly the Stacy Slay passed away. I don't know. I just got out of mass. Oh, so you meant that's okay. I thought you were really going to have like some kind of I wouldn't do the whole church service like she does. I feel like she's mocking God when she does that. And just my opinion, it just seems like it just really feels like she's mocking God, in my opinion. I don't get a good feeling with it. Let's see. Saw a copy of Fred's lie detector, but I'm still behind. Yeah, that's what we were discussing. She's not qualified to do exorcisms. No, not at all, but it just seems so fake, that's why I think it's a mockery. You're seeing a new significant person coming in your life as well as shifting. What do you see for me? Come up here and tell me. Just kidding. I'm sure you get tired of that. Wasn't Cotton cremated? If he was, they can't do another autopsy. Read what again? No, I'm not going to read the document again, but Justin says he can do a reading on me. Okay. I don't know if Cotton was cremated or not. I for some reason I'm wanting to think he was, but I don't know for sure. Yes, I want to know. Can you come up here and tell me? And if people don't want to hear it, they can leave. Because we've already gone over that polygraph stuff anyways. If you don't want to, it's totally fine. You can just say it in the chat if you'd rather not. I understand. If you don't want to, it's totally fine. Just say in the chat. It's up to you. The link's up at the top if you wanted to. I'm just saying. Or if you want to type it, I understand too. Okay, cool. Well, the link's at the top. We have interesting conversation. We might get on. But yeah, you can leave whenever. If you can't stay long, that's cool too. We're just laid back over here. So just so everybody knows, if you don't like psychic stuff and all that, we might be doing a little bit of that here in a second if Mystic will come up here. So I don't want to hear anybody getting upset about, because this is your warning. But we could still talk about Summer or Cotton or Fred or whatever. She She probably is. She probably has some things. She's probably going to get a drink and using the bathroom and getting situated. And I need to get situated too. This dog is sitting in my seat again. I'm going to sit on you. No, it was crazy last night how Daisy was truly trying to make it seem like I was a demon or something. Yeah, everybody here, let me find her link for the mods to share. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Giselle, for gifting 5 memberships. Country Girl, Sweet D, Still in Leather, Michelle Davis, and Spirit Mist. Those are the lucky wieners. I get kind of nervous when I get my reading, get a reading done by Mystical Mermaid because she's pretty accurate, you know. But I can handle it. Eminem, is it really you?
Yeah, it's me. Can you hear me?
Yep, I hear you. Thank you
I'm
so much
I'm
for
not
coming.
echoing or anything, am I?
No,
Okay, good.
no, I
Okay,
don't think
just
so.
making sure. I'm
How
out
about?
here watching my son play football at his practice, so I didn't know if you could hear me or not.
Oh, okay.
But I
No,
was going.
yeah, we hear you just fine, right, guys? Okay, yeah. Thank you for coming up. You didn't have to. I know how it is sometimes because a lot of times when I go to chats and stuff, I don't like to say anything because I don't want to be called summoned on panel or something, or I don't want to. I don't know. Sometimes I just like to chill, so I didn't want to put you on the spot if you didn't want to come up here.
Oh, um. Well, I was going to tell you that um. Wait a minute. I was going to turn my camera on, but I don't know how now that I've turned it on. Wait a
If you
minute.
tap the
Oh, wait a
screen,
minute.
it should.
There, can you see me? I don't know
Yeah,
if you have it
you look
on or
nice.
not. Oh yeah, sweaty.
Do your makeup and stuff every day. Like I cannot like
If
take.
I leave the house, I do, but not
Yeah,
if I stay home. I give
right.
it a rest. But I was going to tell you that right away, as soon as I came in, I was getting downloads of you. Um, Someone's coming towards you for they want to talk. They want to ask like there has been some hurt feelings
Mm-hmm.
between you guys, and they may have already reached out. I'm not sure because it's a real active energy, and I'm feeling some earth that more water from this person really. But if they're not water, then I feel the earth element. But let's see, and they're definitely thinking of like you in a romantic way. Okay, they're wanting to make something right with you, and I'm also seeing that there is a lot of energy coming around your finances and something that you're fixing to do. I feel like you're fixing to, I don't know, like if you was to pull tarot, it'd be like the Six of Wands, like something like recognition, or like you're definitely going to be, something around your work is fixing to blow up for you. And let's see, what else was I getting? Um,
It's crazy because I feel all this that you're saying. I feel
um,
that stuff too. I feel the same.
um, there was something about, I don't know what
Everything,
this
how
is.
pretty you look.
There's I'm getting a lot of is someone around you Capricorn
Oh my God.
energy?
Yeah.
Okay, they're showing me someone that's a Capricorn right now. Um,
Age wise, does it give you age? Like, what would you think age wise? Are you able to
like
tell or
our
not?
age, around our age,
So they're my age, like
or
40s.
maybe, yeah, might be a little older,
Because
but
there's a few Capricorns in my life. Are you talking about a man? Like, and this is romantic? Okay,
hmm
it could be a couple of different ones. I'm thinking.
okay, give me a second, and I'll see what they look like. Okay, one, does one wear a hat and one don't?
Yeah, probably. Yes.
Okay, they're talking about the hat because I keep like I don't know. Unless there's something significant about his eyebrows that you don't like because they keep showing me like something about the eyes or the eyebrows
Hmm.
or maybe he's just got bushy eyebrows. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
There's something significant, um, or maybe there's a scar on his forehead. I don't know. Um, but anyways, this person, you're going to actually have to make a decision definitely soon because someone is wanting to come like for like and move forward with you, but you're going to have to make that decision. You're quite the popular one right now, it seems. You got a lot of lookers. Um,
Well, I'd rather. I haven't been talking to anybody really. I mean, I've had a couple people reach out. You know, yeah, that one from last summer's Capricorn. But I haven't
this
talked to
feels
them.
new energy. Because I've connected with that one before. I don't know. This one just feels different. I don't know. There's just something different.
But if it's my age, like the other one, I'm thinking he's like older, and I just don't want to get involved as somebody who's like so much older again. Because
Okay, is he either balding or having thin hair or
yeah,
either like okay.
his head he shaves his head.
Okay. Okay.
He looks kind of a lot like Jim in a way because build wise, like stocky, and he's a
Okay.
chiropractor.
Okay. Well, he's definitely more stable, but you know that I
Yeah,
think.
yeah,
But
he is.
he's a little more boring as
Yeah,
well. I don't think that you would get bored too easy. Okay. You
yeah.
would. It wouldn't.
All the
It
Capricorns,
wouldn't.
all the Capricorns that I can think of right now. Well, two or I could think of two. Well, three. One, my mom. They're all boring. But
Well, it's like
they're
Chris,
job
like
focused, very job focused.
job. Hey, I don't. There is a shift coming in your work. Like I was telling the one that I had just said something about their work. They're fixing to get some kind of job opportunity, or something's changing within their current job. But I actually see that like a partnership of some sort coming in for you. Someone's going to want to work with you. And at first, I thought, okay, maybe it's Juniper, but it's not spiritual. This is something else. This is, um, I feel like it may be the true crime community. Somebody's wanting to work with you in that.
And where? My own
In the,
community?
in, in the true crime community.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
I do feel like it's online. I do get the impressions of it being out because I see a lot of eyes on you. So it is online. Okay. Um,
Well, hopefully it is. Hopefully you're right about my work life doing better and financially because
yes,
I've been really struggling because of ever since Jim passed. So I really hope
I'm
that.
I'm seeing that by um, it's either right before Thanksgiving or right after Thanksgiving that your finances are going to be a lot more balanced, and it won't be like paycheck to paycheck or something. Like
Okay.
you're going to feel okay.
Right. That's all I want. It's just to feel okay. That's it. Just be, you know.
Because I feel like right now it's kind of like by the skin of your teeth. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
But but by then I'm seeing and my symbol is a plus sign, like an addition. So I feel like you'll be to the positive by then.
Okay.
But like I said, I'm see. So if somebody like whoever this is, I feel like you might have worked with them on something before and you don't trust them. Okay, so but the thing is, I'm going to be honest. I don't see that it is like going to be a forever thing. Working with this person because I do feel like their intention will be like they'll double cross you eventually. But
Mm-hmm.
so I'm being shown that it'll be in your favor. Like people, it'll like they'll try to do something to show you, but like you know what I mean. But it's going to tell on them, and it's
Like
going to
they're
show
basically
them.
gonna do what every other person has done to me that I've worked with on YouTube, basically. Like turn on me and try to make me look like a bad person, and then they're gonna lie to try to make me look bad, probably, or exaggerate something. That's
I
always
don't really know exactly what's went on with everybody, but that's what I'm seeing. So because I do see you're hesitant about doing this, but your spirit is saying go for it. Just do it because it's going to reveal a lot of, like, they're going to tell on themselves and it's not going to be good for them. It's going to they're going to get their karma. Yeah.
yeah, gosh, it's always a freaking it seems like always a like what's a scandal. Always a scandal, it seems like going. It's like in cycles on here.
I don't keep up with, especially lately. I haven't at all. I just happened to see that you were live, and I was watching this. I was kind of bored, and I didn't want to watch anything about relationships or anything like that. So I was like, oh, she's live. I'll just watch, and I wasn't reading chat or nothing. And then I seen Juniper in there, and I thought, I might as well say something. So
Yeah.
anyway.
Well, I appreciate you. I've found that you're pretty accurate in stuff you say, and I do feel exactly that stuff that you're saying. I felt like somebody's coming towards me forever, but it's like never happens.
Oh, it's definitely going to happen before. I keep getting pulled towards like the beginning of September.
Yeah, that's pretty close. I see. I have somebody that's been reaching out to me, and he actually reached out to me before this live, actually, who is a Capricorn, but he's so much older, and I just can't. I mean, he's very stable. He does very well financially, and he's known in the community and stuff. And it would be a good thing for my stability. That's the only because the other one is the one that
You
I
would
need
be
to feel.
settling. You would be settling. Your
Yeah.
spirit is saying you would feel like you would be settling, but you're at the like. I can see that sometimes you're like, well, is this all I deserve? Like, surely it's not. You know, surely I'm meant to actually be happy, right?
No, it can't be. And then the other one. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I said it's going to happen, definitely. Oh, you're definitely going to. Um,
I've been starting to get lonely lately, which is weird because I was liking to be alone a lot. But I also at the same time feel like if I date somebody, it's going to ruin everything and I'm going to mess up my progress and my stability, like working towards being independent and not having to depend on a guy. Because I don't want to have to get in that. And
and I'm glad that you've taken this time for yourself, really. It has helped you heal, and you are like your vibrations are so much higher, and you're. I feel like that's why you're fixing to get. I feel like the karma wheel is definitely turning in your favor now, especially at the end of this year.
yeah,
Definitely, I feel like something about the end of this year, you're going to go out with a bang, like a big bang, something big. I definitely see new love for sure. You're falling in love.
well, And it's weird because I've gone the longest. This is the longest I've been. I without being in a relationship. Really, Jim's been gone, but at the same time, I really needed time to myself because me and Jim were together for a very long time, and all that stuff that happened right before his death. And that's the other Capricorn is that guy that I was dating, but he won't even. I don't think he won't even be. He's like mad at me still. I think.
He may be the one coming towards you to make things right, to apologize and stuff. He may be the one coming towards you. Yeah, I'm getting confirmation as I speak this.
See, that's weird though because
Oh, thank you.
I reached out to him and he won't respond because I wanted to say hi. I hadn't messaged him in months, and I was just like, hey, because it's been this weird tension, So I tried to break the ice, but like he won't respond. So I don't know. I don't know why if he wanted to do that, I don't know why he didn't take the opportunity when I don't know, but I do feel that.
Yeah. Um, I feel like he's been working on himself too, because I feel like he realizes that I feel like he's been kind of facing some shadows himself within himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all have to go
Recognize.
through that.
Oh, well, we all got demons, that's for sure.
Yeah,
None of us knows it.
right. So, I mean, like, because I just wanted to, because that whole thing ended so like abruptly, and we didn't, with Jim's death and stuff, we didn't get to close out anything or come to any type. So it's just, there's no closure with that situation, I
Right.
really
And
wanted,
demons have to have their closure.
yeah, and
We do.
I just don't understand what really happened, but at the same time, I think so much has happened that I don't know. I don't think it would ever be. I don't know if we could ever go, date again. But I would like to be cool with them because I did go to school and everything with them. And
Right. Well, I do see that you guys are going to have that closure, but at the same time, I feel like there may be, like, I don't know, you're going to probably be, it's kind of like the rest of it. Usually when we start talking to someone new and getting flattered, then here comes someone else. I do
yeah,
get that kind of, because I know it when I first connected to you, I seen that you were going to have to make some sort of big decision about it. But I was going to tell you with that Capricorn, I am seeing that he does have some regret. He does. Um, so he does feel like there is a part of him that is regretful, and he knows like he hurt himself, but there's something that I feel like he's been traveling lately or something like that. I see him trying to keep himself busy because he, like I said, he's trying to fix something within himself. Um,
yeah, distract
he's also,
himself.
he's also, he may be, I don't, he may be, um, he might have been talking to a Gemini because I feel a lot of female Gemini around him,
Hmm.
and they might be ending things. I don't know, I feel like he's fixing to end something that's been going on around him, and that's when he's going to come and talk to you.
Yeah, it could be why he doesn't respond if he's talking to somebody, but he could be just still mad at me. I think there was a lot of miscommunication and stuff that happened that both of us are mad about at each other, like real mad, and it's just a lot of it can be fixed if we were just talk, but he's just not a
Yeah.
talker. He
Yeah, he wasn't ready. Wait a minute, I'm seeing 5. They're showing me 5. So how many months has it been? Has it been 5 months by any chance? Or fixing to
oh
be?
it's been like the last time that we talked at all.
I don't
Is that
know. As soon as I was looking to make sure that that might be the one that you guys are going to like connect with, you and him, um, they're showing me a 5, like 5. So I don't know if that's. I get a time frame of 5 months for some reason, something about 5 months.
okay?
So yeah, I see. I'm
Well,
getting it again.
well, either way, it has been about the last like any type of communication like work from him has been probably about 5 months ago.
Oh wow. See, then yeah, definitely expect it for sure.
Yeah, and it was
Definitely.
it wasn't anything.
I'm getting within the next 2 to 3 weeks, something significant with your love life is changing.
Well, I just hope it doesn't interfere with like my goals and my stability. That's it. But I am like kind of feeling lonely, but I'm afraid it's going to screw up things. I really am because I don't know. I just don't want to get distracted real bad. Because if I like somebody really a lot, I'm going to get distracted.
Mm.
So I don't know what to. Yeah, I probably that's something that I can't really probably get from the tarot. It's probably just something I'm going to have to go by my intuition, I guess,
Right.
on what I decide. But
And you're very intuitive, so and plus you've been doing great with your cards, so I'm really proud of you. I told you that you could do really good um, with your spirituality if you just opened it up and got it going.
yeah,
You're doing really good.
I can't decide if this is what I'm supposed to be doing or if I'm supposed to be doing something more spiritual.
Well, it's like this. What makes your heart happy? What makes you your happiest?
Yeah,
What is your passion? Whatever makes your heart happy and full, then that's exactly what you need to be doing. Maybe it's not just one thing. My heart's just not happy with crime. My heart's not just happy with feeling with love. It's my heart gets happy when I help people in general. It doesn't matter how it is.
yeah. I'm supposed to
You
be
know,
helping people or helping people in some way. Like I do feel like I'm supposed to be online but I don't know.
mhm.
I don't know how I am. Yeah. Because Pisces are healers. So I don't know. I'm trying to, because I have both going right now. I'm really, I'm starting
When I
to,
do it, should I wait up here? Hold on, just bend over a second. I'm trying to find it. He's needing his inhaler. I don't
oh,
know what I've done with it.
thank you guys in the chat.
I'm sorry, you guys. Oh, here it is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Here, Jack. Here.
If you need to mute and take a couple
Just
minutes,
bend over, like the doctor showed you. You got it? Take your time with it, Jack, or it'll make you dizzy. Yeah, put it in your pocket. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
no,
Okay. Yeah. He's got asthma.
that's scary.
Very, I do too. And I had it real bad when I was little like that. And my lungs literally, I can remember, felt like they burn, they hurt.
Oh, man.
So, bless his heart. Anyway, but
Yeah, I've never experienced like asthma like at all. Nobody in my family either that I can think of, but yeah, hey, I really appreciate you. Like, I was afraid I hadn't been in your channel recently much because I go in there and I just listen. I don't talk because I really was afraid to ask anything because I didn't want to. I don't know. When Jim passed away, it like, I don't know. I I didn't want any. I was afraid to know. So, but at this point where I feel so much better, like I'm in a much better spot
right.
and not so depressed as depressed. Um, yeah, I think I'm okay with it. But for a long time, like I haven't listened to anything. Like I've had a couple readings done, like mediums readings and I have them recorded, but I haven't listened to them back or anything. Even Electronic Medium did one, like a spirit box reading for me about Jim, and I listened to it once and then bawled my eyes out and couldn't listen to it again. But I'm getting to a place where I can, hear this stuff and talk about possibly dating. Yeah, and not feel bad about it, because I've tried to date a couple people, and it just didn't feel right. So ask her about Summer. They want to know if you have any feelings about Summer.
Yeah, as soon as I connected to her this evening, as I was sitting here, as clear as I could see it, I was showed September the 23rd. Okay.
Mhm.
So I asked her, I said, is that the day we're going to find you? And I got a maybe. So there's something the week of September 23rd, like the last week of September, something is going on. Um, as far as the case, I can also clearly see that they have got some sort of new information. Actually, well, let me back up. They have got information from before that they didn't put out that I'm seeing, but it's like they couldn't prove something. But now
Yeah.
they've got some kind of proof. Somebody has said something, okay, and somebody has backed up something. They've got proof of something. So there is some evidence they're holding on to.
Did you hear it? Did you
Uh,
watch the call with Fred?
I have not. No, I haven't been able to with this football going on.
Jail call with him,
But
and he in the case. So that's why I was wondering.
oh, now, well, wait a minute. Now about the waterfall. Now
Mhm.
listen, from the beginning, um, I seen a waterfall, and I actually went out there. Okay, but
Mhm.
he can say that it's at Laurel Run right here. I can see Laurel Run from where I'm standing at right now. And right now, see, even as I say here and I connect with her, she's pointing me back towards Beach Creek. And so the the waterfall that she took me to is a place here. It's not on the maps, y'all. Y'all don't know where it's at unless you're from here. Okay.
Yep.
And
Fred said too.
and
Is it near Laura?
and no, no, no. This is in this is up on the mountain. And I've went a few times to search for her there.
Which
And
mountain? You know?
hmm I don't
Which
want to say right now. I don't
Oh,
want to say.
it's not Clinch Mountain, is it?
Um, but I mean, I
Okay.
wouldn't mind telling you privately. I
Mhm.
don't want to make a speculation of it and be like, oh, this crazy lady said this and this, you know.
Okay.
But I I went. Well, when I went there, I could clearly see this like a rock that they showed me that I seen when I was there. I seen the S curve that goes up behind the waterfall, and I can see someone now. And at first, I was like, surely they're not dumping her there. I don't necessarily say that I am. They're showing me that they just tossed her off it
Yeah.
because I went there. Okay,
Mhm.
I did not find no evidence of her at all. But there is a place, actually a lot of places I couldn't get to, and plus I was scared to death because I was by myself and I was afraid I'd get shot. I I no, I mean I know people are like, oh, Jody seems so stupid. I'm telling you guys right now, I'm from here. I live right down the holler. I'm telling you, she
Mhm.
is not exaggerating. Okay, if and they see me just as they would an outsider because of the fact I am spiritual. I'm not part of them. Okay, I'm not part of their clan. So um, anyway, so I had to walk a couple mile away just to, and then had to walk, and then I had to, my big ass had to walk all up and down that mountain. Um, but anyway, so what I'm saying is that they had tossed something over around the S curve. When I went there, though, you guys, they had so many animal carcasses And I've got video of this. I've got this on my old phone. I'm serious. I've got pictures. I've got video of it. And these carcasses, like, I was like, what the hell am I walking on? I was kicking it around because I didn't know what it was until I realized I was in a part where it really smelled. And I looked down and I kicked like a deer head or either a possum head or something. I can't remember, but it was a head of some sort. But there was all kinds of carcasses laying there. And I kept getting, I took a few machines out there with me to like, and I let my phone run on that one app for the words to pop up and just to kind of let me, kind of keep the energy but I knew like before I got there and I was shown which direction to go, I knew exactly where I was going because I could seen it so clearly. Um, the area that I'm talking about, Ziggy, there's two waterfalls. There's a big one and then a smaller one. Okay. And they're right at each other. So I'm not, I was just letting Mother Earth lead me. And I was looking the hardest at the biggest one. But um, I'm not going to say that it's not at the smaller one, but there's something connected to Summer in that direction, period. She is low, she's northeast of her home. I will tell you that. That is
Mhm.
so clear. Northeast, whether that's northeast on her property or northeast of like, and there
Is
is a few places on the property that I would love to personally go. I'm
where's
seeing right now. Do
towards
what
like
now?
where's northeast point towards? Is that like point
I don't
towards?
know. I don't. I know that's sad. I live here, but I don't know how to. I don't. I'm going to be honest. I don't know how to read a map. I don't even know how to get on MapQuest and do that shit. I mean,
Mhm.
you can ask all of the people on my YouTube channel that come on. The ones that pull that kind of stuff up for me have to help me with that because I've never been tech savvy at all. Um, I just always let spirit lead me. But if I had some more, that's why I wanted to get a hold of Cam and Allie, but they would never contact me back. Nobody would ever want to go with me. Hell, I even reached out to that one dude that lives in Virginia at one point and never heard nothing back.
Oh, Dolly.
Uh huh. Just because I didn't want to go by myself. But if I got up on that, if they would let me up there on their property, I truly feel with all my heart, all I would have to do is touch the soil and I would see it. But it is what it is. They say they're so innocent, but then again, they won't allow me up on the hill. I
Yeah.
see that they're traveling, or they're not home right now. I can see that they're moving.
Yeah.
Where are they supposed to be now? Does anybody know for confirmation? I can't
Well,
see this by the way.
Dawn is supposedly at home, but I think Candace tries to say that too, but I don't believe that she's actually home. I think she is in a different state.
No, I don't know. Listen, I'm telling you now. I can clearly see that they're if they're not traveling right now, they're fixing to. So that's
Yeah.
full blown confirmation.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't. Which I knew when he was in jail, when he was fixing to get out, I knew that they wouldn't stay here. I knew that they would end up going and blaming it on his work. But
Yeah.
I feel, see, as I stand here and talk about John and Candace, I'm getting, I feel like they're still definitely being like watched, and I feel like because I feel like they may be like trying to like I don't know, like I feel like they want to definitely move and relocate permanently, but as I'm doing that with them, I'm getting pulled back, and like, and trying to resist it. So that's my way of knowing that somebody wants them here, but they don't want to be here. So whether it be law enforcement, a lawyer, an attorney, or something. So I think they've been told that they're not allowed to move and
Yeah.
relocate permanently. That's what that's what I'm seeing, spiritually anyway.
John's on probation, so he can't. He was told he had to come back because he left. He's not supposed to leave Eastern Tennessee without permission. So he came back supposedly, but I don't know. Who knows where he is right this second? Candace, she has been at a friend's house, I believe, in a different state in Georgia.
Mhm. I do see a lot of marital problems, and I don't. I don't know. I feel like obviously they're always going to be. Um, they're just, although they're toxic for one another, they're just pulled to one another because they're so codependent on one another. And but I'm definitely seeing um, the outcome of this not be so bright for them. I'm seeing one of them pass because, like, during this whole mess because of health, and then the other possibility of the self harm. By the time the end of this is out, when the truth comes out, that's how it's all going to um, end and fold up.
What did you say?
Or
The
that's
first
how
one? The first one's going to be what?
it's going to pass because of health reasons, something to do with their health.
And so are they going to pass? Gosh, I hope they don't pass before we get answers. I don't.
No, I feel like the truth is going to come out, and I feel like they're going to go to trial, and then I feel like um, I feel like I am drawn to which one it is, but I'll wait. But I feel like one's going to get like whether it be an OD or something with their health goes wrong, and their body shuts down. And
Yeah.
then I'm seeing the other one try to self harm.
Okay.
But that's how I'm seeing it.
I mean, I know which one probably has the worst health, and I don't want to say. I mean, people can guess. um,
Right.
uh, but so I wonder. What about? Do you think they'll get prison time? Either one of them?
Of course they would if they make it
Survive
till
it?
the end of it. But that's where I'm seeing that, like, their life cycle be folded up. Like, it's like, that's why I say I don't even know if they'll make it to the end of the trial to get their sentence because of the fact one pussy's out and then one, they, whether it's OD or whatever, or an accidental OD, or it could very well be something to do with the health reasons. But anyway, I just see their life cycle fold up to me is how
Right.
I see it, and before they actually go, yeah. But the truth will come out. The truth does come out. I wholeheartedly feel this,
Hope so.
and I do feel she will be found.
What do you? What about? Do you get any type of? What are your feelings about Andy Bernard or Judy Sue? Do you?
I feel they definitely know more. They know exactly what happened. Um, I feel like whoever the neighbor, I don't did Andy whoever lived, because I'm seeing Don get help. Well, I'm seeing
Mhm.
H. I'm seeing H at the home when this happened, and I'm seeing that Candace flies down the street, meets up with his mom, gives him her, like, gets him out of the way, basically, right?
Mhm.
And then um, I'm seeing Don go across the street to the left. So he went to a neighbor for help, whoever lives across from him on the left.
That would be the Blue House Dawn, I guess. Because Jody Sue, I think Jody Sue's it would be considered across the street, front to the right, and Dawn, Blue, Blue
Even
Room.
though I'm saying left, I mean, it could just be the way I'm standing and seeing it. But
Yeah,
regardless, he's going across the street, period, for help. So I do feel, and see, I feel like that person has something to do with the waterfall, like
yeah.
whether it's costing something, getting rid of something, or whatever. But I, I do feel like the
What do you
I,
feel?
I yeah.
What's your feelings on Fred lately? Fred, the neighbor that's like on the road.
Do what now? I'm sorry.
Fred, the neighbor that's further down the road. Do you know anything about that?
Fred Hill? Is it Fred Hill?
Yeah.
Um,
Do you get anything?
I feel like they all down there know because of the fact that listen, all of them down that holler know all their secrets. They can say they hate each other 1 minute, but then the next minute they still have each other's back because regardless whether they get along or not, they stand together. Okay, that's just how that holler is, and because it's like they protect. Hell, it doesn't even matter if it's family member against family member. You know, it's crazy how it is. But I definitely feel like Fred knows more. But I feel like Fred is sending them on a goose chase and saying it's this waterfall when it's waterfall B. You know what I mean?
You said what about Wild Goose Chase?
Like I feel like he likes to say he's the kind of person that'll say like if a cop came up to him and been like, "Which way did they go?" He would say left, knowing damn well they went right.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So therefore, he may say Laurel Run waterfall, but I know daggone well it's not Laurel Run.
Mm. Mm.
So I just feel like he tries to be a good man. He tries to be as honest as he attempts. I'll say, um, but at the same time, he knows he can't give off too much information.
Yeah.
That's how I read him. Um,
Well, he has to live in
but
that area, I guess. I don't know. Maybe.
exactly. I mean, it is right, right. That's why I try not. That's why I don't post what I really want to post because of the fact I live here. You know, and I've already had dog shit slung at my house door and everything else because of this crap.
Wow.
And so I have to be careful too. Um,
Whose
or
property?
I'll get I don't know. They just
More dog shit. Or it could
yeah,
be it's even worse. So there's a lot of crazy people on here. Whose
yeah.
property is the waterfall on? I don't know if we know. Fred says Laurel Run, but
Honestly, honestly, the waterfall that I went to, I couldn't tell you who. Um, if I seen a map, I could show you where it's at, but I can't. Like, I don't know that person. I'm sure my family knows them. I'm sure. I hell, I may be family to some of them. I know I'm family to some of the Simpsons, but I mean, not like BFFs or nothing. It's that kind of kin that you see, and then you wave and then turn the other direction real quick. But
yeah.
but I don't even know where I was going with that.
Yeah. Well, no, it makes sense. You're just
Oh, but I don't. I was saying I didn't know who owned the land where that particular waterfall is. Now, if there is people that wants to get together and come up here and us go out there, honey, I'll take it. We'll go. We'll go look for Summer. I will absolutely go. I just don't really want to go alone, you know.
Well,
But if
everybody,
anybody that would want to, you can contact me, email me, come to my channel, whatever, and we'll get a little team to go. But all I ask, please don't make a speculation out of it. It's you know, I don't like that because I live here and I've got a child, you know.
or you mean don't make a scene about it, basically.
Exactly. Because I wouldn't even want people to know when because they would have people watching. And
Yeah.
this is something that we'd have to do in secret, you know?
Yeah, it's just best. Safe. It's
It's safer.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah, because so many people were surrounding this case are so strange and so like emotionally charged surrounding it that it's kind of scary at times because they send you crazy emails and freaking out on you for your opinions, what you say on a social media, and it's just intense.
Oh, I get it all the time, but you know, people can say what they want about people like me, but I mean, you know, aren't we all here for the same reason? Don't we want to help in some way justice? You know, people could say whether you think I'm a hoax or whether you think I'm full of shit or the real deal or whatever. Regardless, I'm here to help, just like you are. You know,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to get off here because it's been 3 hours.
I'm sure I've probably bored everybody and busted everybody's ear. I'm sorry if I have, you guys.
No, it's been interesting. I appreciate you.
All right. Well, I love you, and you come by the channel anytime, okay?
For sure, I'll come by. Are you going to be live tonight?
I am going to try. As soon as we get out of here and I feed my boy, then I am going to try to go live. Yeah. I got to get him some cleats.
Here's her link to everybody and follow her, and yeah, I'll maybe watch tonight if you're live.
All righty. Well, I'll see you tonight then, okay? All right. Bye. You're welcome. Bye.
Yeah, thank you, Kathy. I checked the mail already, and for some reason it still hasn't arrived. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to get off here. I have to do a few things, but that doesn't mean I won't be live here in a little bit. So that was interesting. I know not everybody's into that, and I try to keep that type of stuff on the other channel, but it's interesting. But all right, guys, we'll talk soon. Okay, ta-ta.
Round me up the coast, boy. Wanna hear the ocean roar crash over me.
All right, guys. We'll talk soon. Ta-ta.
Stardust left behind, left to find one another, face the sun, fear no one, 'cause we are all one, we are all one. We are all one. We are all one. We are all. Pick me up, yeah, move